Welcome to your practice. I'm Alex with Middle River Yoga, and today's practice is all about integration. Maybe you've just returned from a yoga retreat or you're experiencing some big transition in your life. We're going to spend this 20-ish minute practice together working through the integration of something big and new happening in our world into our day-to-day life. You don't need any props. Allow yourself to get comfortable in a seated position, and we'll begin in a guided meditation. So as you feel ready, you can close your eyes. You can be in whatever comfortable position you feel called to. It doesn't have to be your ankles crossed. You can be leaning up against a wall with your legs out in front of you. Just allow yourself to arrive in a place that you don't have to work too hard to maintain. Feel your shoulders soften down your back. Let your belly hang soft, nothing to cling to, nothing to perfect. And from here, just start to notice the breath. Feel it down into your belly, your ribs, your chest, your throat, your nose. Feel the parts of your body that are directly impacted by your breath. And just begin to notice what happens when you slow down. What begins to happen as you fine-tune your awareness? Now imagine your breath is starting to take up even more space in your body. Can you sense that you could breathe a little bit deeper down into your hips? Up into your forehead, down into the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes, so your whole body is breathing. No matter what position you're in, let it be comfortable enough to sustain as you focus on deeper, richer breaths. We'll focus on drawing these deep, rich breaths through the body during this practice. Maybe you visualize the experience that you just had, working in tandem with your breath to fill the spaces in your body so we can begin to embody that which we have learned or experienced as we integrate. Use your next inhale. Eyes can stay closed or gaze can open. Stretch your arms out wide and up high. Bring your hands together, center of your chest. 2 more times, like you're taking that transformative experience, gathering all of its energy, and then letting it come to rest at the center of your heart. 1 more time. Inhale, sweep it out, reach it up, gather. Collect and harvest. Exhale, hands together, center of the chest. Inhale, stretch your arms out wide and lift your gaze up to the ceiling. Feel the stretch, the opening of your arms. If you're sitting up against a wall, now's a good time to scoot forward. Exhale, curl and round. Give yourself a hug as you tuck your chin to your chest. Feel your hands make connection with your back or your shoulders. Feel the essence of a hug from yourself. Inhale, arms reach out wide. Pull your chest forward and look up. Exhale, bring the arms to cross in front of you. Maybe the opposite arm crosses this time as you curl in for a hug. We'll go for 3 more. Inhale, stretch out, reach up. Get wide and take up space. Exhale, curl and round in, big hug. Last two. Try to cross opposite elbows each time. Last one, reach it out. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it out. Stretch it up. Drop your right hand down, reach your left arm up and over, side body stretch. Maybe twirling that left shoulder back as you lift your gaze to the ceiling underneath your armpit, working to keep space between left ear and left, or right ear and right shoulder. So you might bend your elbow a little bit to sense that depth that you can experience through the side body. And inhale presses you up and drops you to the other side. Right arm reaches. We don't want to congest too much that left ear and shoulder, so maybe you bend the elbow as you twirl your gaze to the ceiling. One more time, either side. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right, peek up. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the left, peek up. Inhale, both arms reach up. This time we'll twist to the right. Bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand back behind you as you rotate your torso open to the right, spinning your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep that breath deep in your body. Imagine the whole body breathing, whole body receiving the transmission of what you are integrating. Inhale, unwind, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the opposite side, right hand to the left knee, left hand back behind you, rotate open, spin your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, back through center, arms reach up, twist to the right again, but we'll add on a little bit more. So torso's rotating to the right. Let your head rotate to the left. And tuck your left ear to your left shoulder as you let your right fingertips stay soft on the ground back behind you. Feel the stretch through the right side of the neck, down the right arm. Good. One more breath. Using your next inhale to tilt your head back through center and spin. Arms reach high. Exhale, twists to the opposite side, right hand to the left knee. Left hand back behind you, big rotation. Spinning your gaze over your right shoulder now. And tuck your right ear to your right shoulder, staying soft through the tips of your left fingers back behind you. Inhale, unwind, arms reach high. Keep the arms reaching high as you extend your legs out in front of you. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down towards your feet, belly to thighs. Let your chin curl in, but try to keep the length of your spine. So everything is straight and long, active, pulling the toes back, gliding the collarbones forward to the toes. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. This posture is really about keeping the gaze internal. So use this for a moment here as you continue to consider the depth of this integration. What are you carrying with you from your experience? What are you moving forward with? In order to move forward with clarity, you might find that you have a couple things to let go of. Old ideas or stories or mentalities. In order to integrate experiences, sometimes we have to make space and let go of old ways of doing things. Take one more breath. And then start to walk your hands back and find your way into a tabletop position. You can come back through this cross leg and roll over your knees. You can sweep your legs back behind you. We'll meet in tabletop. Fingers spread out wide. Tuck your toes under. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to pump your hips back towards your heels, stretching across the bottoms of your feet and underneath your toes. Inhale, come back forward. Exhale, pump it back, hips to heels. Like a modified child's pose that we're moving in and out of. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pump it back. Last two, inhale, forward. Exhale, pump it. Last one, inhale, come forward. Exhale, pump it back, and let this be your transition to downward dog. Start to lift your knees, pike your hips up to the ceiling, drop your head in between your upper arms, and then pump out your legs. Bend one knee and the other knee, finding this movement and this space through the back of your body. Keep the work of pressing through your hands, lengthening through your spine, stretching the posterior chain, whole back of the body, waking up. Send your gaze up to your hands and walk your feet forward. Find your forward fold. Maybe you walk your hands back. Either way, we're meeting in this deep forward fold with the belly coming in contact with the thighs, meaning we're bending the knees a lot. Let your chin curl to your chest. And on your next inhale, take a halfway lift. Draw your fingers up your shins as you pull your collarbones forward. Feel the tug on your hamstrings. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Stretch your arms out wide and up high, gathering from the ground. Lift your hands to touch above your head. Gaze floats up. Exhale, hands together, center of the chest. Moving in through some sun salutations. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, plant your hands, step it back to a high plank. Take a breath in your high plank. And as you're ready, breathe out, drop your knees, lower your chin, lower your chest. And then inhale, slither forward, untuck your toes, cobra. Pressing into the hands any amount. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull your hips back, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Send your gaze up to your hands and walk your feet forward. Find your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. Stretch out, reach up, gather from the ground like you're pulling that work that you're integrating into your strong body. Exhale, hands together, center of the chest. One more time. Inhale, sweep out and reach up. Exhale, fold forward, plant your hands and step back. Find your high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your knees with control, lower your chin, lower your chest. Inhale, slither forward, untucking the toes, cobra. Exhale, pike your hips up and back. Feel the work of your core, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Send your gaze forward, find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep and reach, hands touch up above you. Exhale, hands together, center of your chest. Take a breath in. Step your right foot back, open out your right toes, left toes pointing towards the short edge of your mat, right toes pointing towards the long right side of your mat, hands at your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Send your arms in opposite directions. Deep bend into your left knee. Inhale, straighten out your left leg. Hands come together to touch. Two more. Exhale, bend and reach. Inhale, straighten. Hands come together. Exhale, bend and reach. Inhale, come back together. Turn your left toes in the same direction as your right toes. Hands come together to rest at the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, guide your hips back as your upper body tilts forward down towards the ground. Hands can come to the mat. Hands can stay at your hips. Maybe you work on walking your hands back to line up with your feet. Plenty of options to explore. Take a couple breaths. Wide-legged forward fold, pressing down through your heels and out. Press your heels away from each other. Light up your inner thighs. And then start to walk your hands up your legs, coming back up to stand. Hands come together, center of the chest. Open your right toes to the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Bend into your right knee, arms reaching wide. Take up space. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Hands come together. Two more. Exhale, warrior two. Stretch it out. Reach it wide. Inhale, back together. And one more. Exhale, reach, extend. Take up space. Inhale, back. Hands together, center of the chest. Turn your right toes in the same direction as your left and heel toe your feet just a little closer together. So we want a shorter stance. Coming into horse pose, Ashwanasana, toes pointing out, heels pointing in. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to descend your hips as your knees point out wide. Feel the length of your spine, buoyant and lifting through your upper body. Feel grounded in your lower body. Inhale, arms reach up, straighten your legs. Star pose. Exhale, pull it together, center of the chest, knees bend. Two more. Inhale, reach, extend. Exhale, hands together, center of the chest, knees bend. One more. Inhale, reach. Take up all that space, confident in your integration. Exhale, hands together, center of your chest. Inhale, sweep and reach. Exhale, drop your arms. Heel toe your feet back together. And step back to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. We're gonna get a little playful. We're not taking much too seriously. See if you can transition onto your back, a couple rolls. If you fall, if you feel insecure doing this, no problem. This is one of the joys of doing yoga in your home, online. Roll back one more time if you're rolling. We're gonna come into boat pose, Navasana, balancing on the sits bones. Toes hovering above the ground. Think of lengthening out your spine as you draw your chest towards your knees and slide your shoulders down your back. Stay right here, maybe even dropping your toes down for some extra security, no problem. Maybe your arms reach forward, maybe your feet lift, maybe everything extends. Take a couple breaths. Feel the integration of the work of this posture carried into your core. Full breath in. Exhale, hug the knees back into the chest, roll to your back, plant your feet down. Let your arms reach wide and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Whew. In the work of that Navasana boat pose, we do a lot of contraction of the hip flexors. So giving them now a chance to breathe and feel open. The next time both of your knees send to the right, we'll stack the knees on top of each other, pointing the knees to the right, arms reaching in opposite directions. Let your gaze spin over your left shoulder. Soften through your jaw, heavy through your shoulders. Come back to the idea of your breath taking up all that space in your body and sprinkling the integration, the transformation you just moved through all throughout your body. We can begin to embody our lived experience so that it becomes a little bit more real, becomes a little bit more a part of our day and our routine. Inhale, knees through center. Exhale, both knees pass to the left as the arms reach wide. Maybe the gaze rolls over the right shoulder. Find your way back to your breath. Letting the breath carry your experience, your transmission, your integration into the pockets of your body. Come back through center. Let the soles of your feet come together as your knees go out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. If you feel like there's a lot happening in this hip region and it's feeling not super supportive, couple options. You can slide your feet forward You can also place anything underneath your outer thighs, your outer knees. This could be books, pillows, blankets, yoga blocks. We'll bring one hand onto the belly and one hand onto the chest as we start to transition out of the physical postures of this practice. Can you sense the beating of your heart reminding you of your aliveness? Can you let your jaw relax as you soften the tongue from the roof of your mouth, inviting in more space? More space for integration, for transformation. Soften the space in between your eyebrows. You can stay just as you are, or you can transition to Shavasana, lengthening out your arms and your legs. Land wherever you've landed. There's nothing to perfect. Let it be whatever it is. Let your mind start to wander. Give it permission to wander. There's no sense in restraining the mind. It only continues to bring frustration. And so letting the mind wander, give it the freedom to do that. After all, that's its nature. You might just notice where it wanders. Maybe you are still feeling into your transformational experience. Maybe you're really starting to settle into the idea of integrating whatever it is you moved through into your life, into your body. Maybe your mind wanders to something so random. It's all okay. Take a full breath in through your nose. Let it out from your mouth. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe take a full body stretch or hug your knees into your chest. And then as you're ready, roll to one side for a fetal position. This transition is valuable. We're moving from corpse pose, the ending, into fetal position, the beginning of whatever is to come from here. As you rest here in this fetal side-lying position, just take a moment to sit with the idea of integration. How might your life look, feel, sound, taste, and be different if this experience integrates? Feel it in your body. Keeping your eyes closed or your gaze low, make your way to a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall, feel into the length of your spine and use your next inhale to sweep your arms out wide and up high like you're gathering this whole practice. Exhale, hands together, center of the chest. One last breath together, in through the nose, out from the mouth. Thank you so much for showing up, for trusting the process. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you soon.